it's not a medicine, the supplement gave me really a heightening of my energy potential. So I have a better life, I have a better libido, I have a better sex life, I have to say. And of course, that's maybe also thanks to falling in love, but it helps to that. So, and I have a better breathing. I have a slight asthma with pollen allergy. So this year it was nearly not existent. I am living in Bern in Switzerland, and I'm very glad we made this contact because I have very positive effects to tell about your product, which is great in my point of view.
Okay, okay, it's very great, and I'm ready to hear.
So, how did I get in contact with this product? I have been following a website of a German Iranian guy named Rasmin Shafi.
Yeah, I know this guy.
And I was at one of his workshops and he was presenting this little Iron Plus. It was just standing around among many items. I had seen it previously on his website already. And I thought, like, let's try that. And I was amazed. There were 20 pills in it. It's quite expensive. It was 40 euros or even 50, I'm not sure. And I thought, like, wow, okay, it must be really good stuff. And then I started with 20 pills, 20 days. And then at the end of the 20 days, I felt good. And then I ordered another 3, which I entered then for a second cycle of 20 days. And I gave one to my mom in Sweden. She's 83 and she's in Sweden. And she just had the Pfizer vaccine and she felt very poorly. And she has anemia, so she has a iron deficiency. And I presented that to her and said, look, this is a gift. Why don't you try it? And after 10 days, she immediately ordered another 3 sets of that. So she said she feels much better. She has more energy and she goes in her life much better on with that. She's 83. She had a brain tumor surgery 20 years ago and she's struggling with balance problems at times. And if at that age you fall, it's not very good. So for her, that's really a booster in energy and in lifestyle. Now, what does it mean for me? I had finished 3 cycles and I must admit I'm in a new relationship. So being in love and being with somebody new that you really love from the heart is a very great feeling. So I have to attribute part of my much better well-being to that also. But I can say that taking the Iron Plus gave me overall much more energy in my day. I'm working as a cameraman for Swiss television, so we're running around quite a lot with the camera. We have heavy equipment, 20 to 30 kilos to carry at times. And it is quite a stressful job. I'm sorry. Quite a stressful job. And so I can really say that it's not a medicine, the supplement gave me really a heightening of my energy potential. So I have a better life, I have a better libido, I have a better sex life, I have to say. And of course, that's maybe also thanks to falling in love, but it helps to that. So, and I have a better breathing. I have a slight asthma with pollen allergy. So this year it was nearly not existent. So
It's
this
gone.
thing I really have to point out. So I
Yeah.
had a pollen allergy and slight asthma involved in that time, and this year there was next to none. I
You want to
say
say? I'm one
very
second,
positive.
Björn. You want to say that your asthma is gone, as I understand.
I wouldn't say it's gone. I mean, if I run up the stairs and I have to breathe, like if I walk up the stairs with somebody, I cannot talk and breathe at the same time. I have to do
Ah,
either or. Now,
separately.
I can say with Iron Plus, I have significant less problem doing that.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
great. It's great
this is
result.
what I can say. I'm not taking any medicine. I don't take a puffer. I'm not having asthmatic seizures where I have panic attacks, nothing like that. So it's pretty smooth. It's just aligned to the pollen allergy in that season. I have a bit restriction to breathe, but it doesn't mean I'm helping myself. But I can really say with Iron Plus, it fell exactly in the spring period, and that was a game changer. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's great. And your first time when you feel these effects, it was after one or two or three boxes of Synthesit.
I started to feel a real change. I mean, first of all, if I wouldn't have felt the improvement after the first dose, the first bottle,
Mm-hmm.
I probably would not have ordered the second one. So I felt already a kind of improvement after the first one, and I gave it some credit and said, okay, I pay for it. I want to really try. And really, really changing is after 3 months. So it's really after three bottles you can feel the change. So I would suggest if anybody is asking me, I don't know exactly what you guy recommend. I feel that you say one dose, well, one bottle, 10 days, another bottle, 10 days, and then another one. I think that worked out fine for me. That's what I can really say. Yes. Yes.
Anyway, you can drink one bottle after other bottle. It's okay.
Okay, good. That's good
Yes.
to that's good to know. I don't really. I was quite intuitive, and Rasmin also said if you start with two pills because then it's like pushing better on, and instead of building it up, take two pills. Or I'm 85 kilo, so I don't know if one pill is for 60 kg, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's better to take maybe what
One
two
and a half.
one day, and then next day one pill, and then two pills again. I don't know. This is
Mm-hmm.
maybe you have an advice on that.
You must make experiments. Take a different time, for example. Try in morning, try in evening, before
Mhm.
sleep. But every time you must do it on a empty stomach.
Yes, absolutely. I
Yes.
figured that. So what I can say also that for the little sport I do, I don't do really sport much.
Bjorn, Bjorn, hello.
I'm 57 years old. I'm not really doing much sport. I'm quite lazy, I have to admit. However, I know that sport or movement activity is a good benefit for your daily well-being. So what I do in the morning, I do usually some push-ups and some crunches, so that you can still show up at the office and make a fit impression.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually walk as much as I can during the day, also the stairs in the office and whatever. I try to take that quite seriously. And what I can really feel is that after taking the Iron Plus, that the muscle tissue building up was more significant than
Yes,
before.
yes, yes.
This was really a surprise to me.
And did you
And I
feel the
think
recovery of your muscles? Because it can speed up.
yes, yes, yes. So I am very happy about that, and I will continue to take it because after all, I feel we are in a time of COVID, and I am not vaccinated for personal reasons, and I don't intend to get vaccinated, and I feel that I have to do the utmost to keep my immune system up, and I have to take care of that, and this is my investment into my health.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, I understand you. Can you tell how much push-ups did you do before Synthesit and how much you do now?
It's not that it really. I usually do it between 20 and 30,
Mm-hmm.
and
You don't want to do more, yeah?
um, I'm not really looking for that. As I said, I'm lazy. I probably could do more. I just felt it's significantly easier to do those 20 to 30. It's just easier, and I feel better. I look better. I get remarks from women at the office. So I think it helps. Yes.
Yes, it's you're not alone. It helps for thousands of people. Yes, because we sell Synthesit all over the world. Uh, one intimate question about your libido. Can you tell us about what more specifically has become better? Uh, Sexual attraction, frequency of sexual acts, or duration of
Um,
sex?
well,
What?
I would say, I was astonished that the frequency of sexual encounters is going up. Yes. So I have a lovely partner. So that is quite easy. But I was astonished because usually in my older days, I was like it was like once a day, and that is fine. And now that is doubling pretty much. Yes.
Ah,
So
okay, it's great.
it is a better it is better in the frequency. It is better in the erection state, and it simply and hence it makes more fun. It's more pleasurable in that sense. So it's overall, I would say it's a more satisfying sex life with better frequency, with better erection, and of course that's a quality of life. Yeah.
And I remember your yesterday's message, and you told me that you wrote me that you have more senses.
Well, um, I can say that my senses are more acute. You know, I am a spiritual guy. I meditate, and let's say the connection has improved.
Yes, yes, yes. It's much
So
easier to come at this to
it is.
meditation.
I am more focused. I'm more relaxed. I'm more calm. That means I'm less stressed. Stress from the outside has less influence on me. And that means I have more time to observe. I'm more resting inside of me. And at the same time, I have an acute vision. I am hearing well. I'm smelling better. So this senses has really improved. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
It's like
Also smells.
smells significantly. That's maybe the most. Yeah, smelling
Yes.
is maybe the most. Hearing, and I need glasses to I need glasses to read close. But as a cameraman, I can see very well in the distance, and I have a dioptry on my ocular, so on my camera, so that helps. But what maybe is the most significant to describe is really the smell, and then also the sense. I am less stressed. I am more residing within me. I am calmer. I am more resilient to stress. That is notable. That is notable.
Yes, it's very
So
notable.
I have to say, all over that, more energy means better sex life, better sport performance, better muscle tissue. I can breathe easier, and so it makes me a more happy and balanced person. So it's an overall effect. It's difficult. I can say, okay, I point that out: better breathing, better smelling, but it's not about that. It's the holistic effect of the thing. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Because uh, human, it's a holistic effect, you know.
Of course, of course.
Yes,
It
yes,
is, yes, yes,
yes.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
Björn, I am very glad for your results, for effects of synthesis which you have. It's very great, and I am very glad to meet you. So let's stay on connection, and I will wait for other info from your mother, maybe, I don't know, or maybe other friends.
Well, her English is not that well, but thank you, Alex, for your calling, for your interested, and I'm happy if Iron Plus can help other people to improve their life.
Yes, we are doing one deal. Yeah.
Okay, good,
Okay.
super, thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, thank you.
Thank you, dear viewers. Please subscribe our channel.
I have already on YouTube.